In the previous episode, we got this really awesome Shadow Master set. What is it called? Shade Masters. Ah, close enough. Oh, yes, that's right. Because I'm throwing shade. You get it? Yeah. It dawned on me while I was editing the video that that's why it's named that way. Today's episode, we're going to go do good old faithful. We're going to go kill the Golem. And I might do an event or two. We'll see, depending on how much time we got. I need the key. Do I have the jungle key? I do. Okay. Let's get rid of that stuff. My inventory is very quickly becoming bloated. We'll get rid of that and the dash. I like the shadow dance. And it also costs 2 technique points. So it's just the same as the dash. So it's just better. Also, it says deal throwing damage to build points, blah, blah, blah. Use again to disable. Interesting. Oh, I see what you're saying. Gotcha. I never even noticed that before, that text there. Right. I think I'm just going to stick with what we got in our inventory. We're just going to go down here. In today's episode, I'm also going to talk about going to war with arachnids. And there was something else, but I don't remember what it is. I just distracted with myself with how funny that off-the-cuff joke was. So, we bought our house last year, right? This is how I'm going to start this. We bought our house, or not last year, it was last year, wasn't it? So we've lived in our house for over a year. We bought it in February of last year. And you know what? We love our house. But the trash situation kind of sucks. So we live in an HOA, which means that there's specific rules about how the trash is set up. And, you have to have your trash cans hidden, essentially. So we got a fence shortly after we moved in. We have like one of the biggest lots in the entire community, if not the biggest one, just because of how we're like in a cul-de-sac, but the way that the back of it like lines up, it's just really big, which is great. But with that, it means that we hide our trash cans behind our fence. Totally normal thing to do. Unfortunately, we also live in Florida. And that means that oftentimes there's critters that like to hang out at the trash cans. We have 2 trash cans. They're fairly large trash cans. And we don't even get to keep them, even though they're ours and we bought them. There's a new trash company coming here soon, and they require, proprietary trash cans and everything. Either way, it's really annoying, and you can tell I'm potentially kind of annoyed by the fact that we paid for these trash cans 2 years ago. We don't even get to use them. So the deal is, these critters, they don't just like to hang out at the trash cans. They like to nest in the trash cans. And again, we live in Florida, so bugs are a pretty big problem. We're in a tropical environment. It happens. Nothing too crazy there. Unfortunately, we also live in an area where black widows are fairly common, and that is what we're dealing with here. Lots of black widows. It's so annoying. So I went to war with the arachnids tonight. Normally the kids take the trash cans out like during the day or the afternoon, whenever they get home from school usually. They'll take the trash cans out to the curb, and then that'll be it for the day. If more trash needs to go out, usually it'll just be like a bag or whatnot. We'll take it and put it in before it gets dark. And that alleviates 90% of those issues with the spiders. But every now and again, they forget to do that, or we forget to tell them. And that was the case tonight, so I had to go out there. And I take a flashlight, right, so I can see what the heck I'm doing. Oh my goodness, don't kill me. And when I went out there was a big old black widow, like probably one of the largest that I've seen in our area. Oh my goodness, with these traps. I hate this freaking temple. And so this black widow was just chilling on the bottom of the trash can, like between the 2 wheels. And it very clearly set up shop, right? Am I gonna die here? I might die. I gotta wait for this heal. Now, what I ended up doing was I went back into the garage and I found the bug spray that we have. And this stuff is like so gnarly. It is really good. Did I loot this? I must have, right? I did, yeah. So it does like something neurological with the bugs. And just makes them like freak the heck out and twitch and die. And then like they dry out and it's really weird. But we like that stuff. It works really, really well. And it's meant as like a home defense thing. So you're supposed to like spray it around common areas and it'll like last for like a month. And then it slowly like wears away, especially as it's like raining and whatnot. And kind of is a thing that you have to do on a pretty regular basis is getting that reapplied to whatever areas all your bugs are coming in at. Well, I just took it and just sprayed it directly on the spider and it took care of it. It took care of that spider very quickly. But yeah, I had to go to war with them. Oh my goodness, with these stupid poisons. Because it wasn't just the one Black Widow. There was like 4 or 5 of them all around the trash cans. So some eggs must have hatched like this week and they just set up shop there. So we're taking care of it. It just sucks. I hate Black Widows. They're the worst. They're like very reclusive, so they're not gonna like jump out and like be like, ah, gotcha, and like get you. But if you're picking up something and you put your hand where their nest is, they're gonna get you, right? I've not ever been bit by a Black Widow. I don't think I've ever known anybody who's been bit by a Black Widow, but I don't want to experience that. It's apparently very painful, and you got to go to the hospital and get the antivenom and all this other stuff, and it could kill you. It could straight up kill you. So not my idea of fun. So I hate them, and I hate having to deal with them. Also, I know how ridiculous it sounds for me to be a person who's living in a tropical environment being like, I hate crazy critters. But I do. Here's the thing. Gators don't really care. You want to know why? Because I'm not going in water. I'm not like walking into ponds or getting anywhere near a pond that's going to have a gator in it. I mean, in Florida, you just assume all bodies of water have a gator in it. That's the safest way to do it. But like, I'm not getting all aggressive going into the water. So I'm not dealing with them, you know? And then, oh my goodness, I hate these guys because they're just blasting me and there's nothing I can do about it. Die, sucker. Goodness. Yeah, I'm not going in the water. I don't care. So, and you know, I'm not letting my kids go anywhere near like bodies of water that I'm not 100% sure is safe because it's a pool and they can see into the pool, right? And here's another thing. I also don't really care about like other bugs. The other bugs are fine. And you know what? Oh my goodness, I hate the jungle temple sometimes. When it's laid out like this one is, I hate it. I don't really care about like the other bugs or the frogs or the lizards or the toads. You know, we got this like big old toad that lives out like right out front of our door, on our front door. And we even set up like a little like broken pot for him to basically live in. You know why? Because he sits out there and he eats all the bugs. It's great. And he's not causing us any harm. He's just chilling. He's just killing the bugs. He's being a little exterminator for me. But then you got things like these, what are they called? I don't remember the names of them. It's just like weird bugs that we get. And you know, sometimes weird bugs get in the house. I'm not a bug fan. Don't like bugs. Really, but honestly, as long as it's not a Black Widow, I think I'm fairly good. We're not like, I live in Jurassic Park. I guess that's the best way to put it. I live in Jurassic Park, and the things that are gonna get me generally are things that I have to go to for them to get me, like the gators and whatnot. But like, yeah, normal bugs, even though they're weird, they're not doing anything. Oh my goodness, I really hate those little caster things. That's a thorium guy, by the way. But you know, that it's Black Widows suck because they come into your house. They come into your house and they will get you, and you won't even know that they're there because that's what they do. They hide. It's not like they're trying to get you, but they will if they're like, whoa, why are you getting in my space? Kind of annoying, actually. I hate dealing with bugs. Do you guys live in any areas that have like weird bugs and whatnot? Let me know in the comments. I have finally made it to his room. I have literally died 20 times I'm not even joking. I've been counting after the second one. I was like, how many times am I actually going to die during this? Turns out 20. I've died 20 times in this stupid place. There's 2 sections like this one here where it's just all spikes. There's another one where you have to like fly through a gauntlet that's kind of doing the same thing. It is not fun. It's not fun. So there you go. That's where I'm at right now. Very agitated. Very, very agitated. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna remove all these spikes in here. And then I would love to get some platforms. Now that I'm actually here, so I wanted to like de-trap the entire thing because I also wanted to go to all the chests and get all of the summons and all of the stuff that I'm gonna need, right? So that's why I went through the entire dungeon. I'm aware I could just come over here and teleport in. Nothing wrong with that. But it was just like, you know, I felt like I needed to do the, I hate these guys, by the way. I needed to do the actual dungeon part of it, or temple part of it, just to get the stuff to actually summon Golem and have extra pebbles and whatnot. I'm not sure what the pebbles are used for, but I knew I needed to do it. So now that that's done, I'm saying screw that. I'm never going through that part of the dungeon, temple, whatever the heck it is, again. But I do need lots of platforms. So we're going to go ahead. I see that one there. Would have missed it, probably would have died to it in the middle of a boss fight. Right, I got a lot of stuff. All right, solar pebbles. What are these used for? Can I use them at all? I can make lizard kunais. May as well. There's some cool other things here. Excuse me, there's plasma vial. There's a healing thing. Bard, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. But nothing that I'm actually going to use, except maybe the lizard kunai. So, because I know that I don't need pebbles for anything else. Can I go kunai? No. Why? Why don't I have... oh, you know what? Actually, I think I know why. If I open up my void storage, is all of this in here? I've got some, but I don't have... What's this? Serpent shield. Up to 2 living vipers will attach onto nearby enemies. Latched enemies rapidly take damage and are envenomed. Interesting. Huh. That might be good. Let's just go ahead and pull all of this stuff out of here. Absolutely filled up my inventory doing all those death runs. Let's dump that in. Okay, nothing for me to dump in. Just gonna have to do this one at a time. Get rid of those. I'm gonna keep those. That. I could have sworn I got fragments. I do have the solar tablet. We can take one of these and put it in the crafting thing there. Yeah, we have solar. Okay, we do. We had them. Yeah, now I can make them. Let's go ahead and just make, I don't know, 700 of them. I think that's more than enough, right? We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna actually put the adamantite ricochets away. They lasted for so long, but honestly, they just didn't. They just don't have the damage anymore, right? Let's try this out. What does it do? Okay, it does a lot of immediate single target damage. That's probably going to be a very strong way for us to single target down bosses with those particular weapons. And it's good because I can make a bunch of them. I don't know what the golem's going to drop, but let's definitely go down and find out. I'm just going to dig directly underneath the temple and then teleport up. So I got to find a couple enemies to hit, and then we can teleport right up. Okay, I think I'm about ready to summon the boss. These, what are they called? The shade shurikens are so good. They like home in on targets, and it's just really, really good. So I think what I would like to do is pop down this void bag and dump my money in. Yep, I think that sounds good. All right, summoning the boss. I'm pretty sure I've got, yep, okay, here we go. So we're just gonna try this weapon out because it feels like it's really good. Not only does it home in, but then it lingers for a second and continues to home in. It's like, it's a solid weapon. I really like it. It's probably my favorite weapon so far that we've gotten. It's just a lot of fun to use. And it does so much damage. That's the thing. It's like, maybe the reason it's my favorite weapon is not because it's like a particularly like amazing weapon, but in comparison to everything else that we've gotten as a thrower, it's next level. It is really, really nice. Keep the dodge going, Zen. Just keep on dodging. Just keep dodging. Just keep dodging. Don't need to heal yet. Now I do. Okay. Oh my goodness, why do I keep getting hit by? I know it's not just fireballs. Okay, let's pop off over here. I gotta remember to just use the teleports here, because we're gonna have so many of them. So we should use our maneuverability to our advantage here, I think. Just like this. Right, like, oop, that was bad. Oh, no, there we go. It's a really small arena. It's really hard to fight. If I knew that Golem was going to be difficult, what I would do is, not that I'm going to do it, because I don't think we need to. What I would do is I would go and get, what are they called? The, it's a Fargo's mod thing. Maybe if I just type Lizard, no, is it L-I-H? Is that it? Let's see if we can find it, because I actually want to know what this, yeah, the bomb thing, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. It makes a space around the altar. So it just makes an arena. It's really good. So I recommend using that if you happen to be having issues with Golem. Especially if you have like a really small arena. Sometimes it happens and you just get kind of bad luck on that one. If it does happen, get Fargo's mutant mod and go and get the arena item there. It's pretty easy to make too, all things considered, so I like it a lot. If I had to choose like one particular, wow, I've gone through a lot of these weapon things. If I had to choose one particular item that I would take with me into like a Calamity run, it would be that, because it makes that boss so much easier, especially like not just Calamity, but Fargo's. Makes Fargo's a lot easier. I'm gonna try this weapon now. This seems to also be pretty good, and I've got a lot of them. But I think the shurikens, the kunai, whatever it is, the shade one. That one. I think that one is also quite good. But is it this good? I don't know. I'm doing how much damage here? About 1,500, which is not bad for Golem. I like this weapon a lot. Especially if I don't get hit by things, but you know me, I'm gonna run into everything. Let's start doing our teleports. I'm gonna go ahead and swap back to this weapon, because I feel like it is very nice, because I kind of fire and forget, because they're just gonna home in on the target, which obviously is very, very good. So as long as I keep moving, I will avoid the laser beams, except that one. And then, yeah, now we're in this phase, so let's start teleporting. Oh, he punched me. I didn't realize that fist was still alive. Oh, it's like almost dead. Come on now. Help me out. Kill the fist. Being able to teleport back and forth, this is like so good. This is like the best item in the game. Imagine being able to do this in Calamity. It would just like trivialize some bosses. It's so good. Is this the time that that Thorium thrower becomes good? Is when we could just cheat? Just teleport around? I think it is. Makes boss fights real easy. Hello there. See how it lingers for a second? I didn't even keep throwing them. I love it. All right, let's open our bag. Got the shiny stone. Got beetle husks, which I don't think we need for anything. No, that's what I thought. Just making sure. We don't need the Staff of Earth. We got more solar pebbles. We got some relics. So we can go put the relic down. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go put the relic down. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying myself at this point in the mod more than I was a week ago. So that's good. That is very good. I'm very curious to see what the thrower is going to be like when they do the rework of it. Okay, the last thing I wanted to look at here was to go to Golem on the list. Go to loot. Is there anything he's actually going to drop for me? Ranged, melee, ranged, melee, melee, nope. Okay, good. Actually, this Eye of the Golem wouldn't be too bad. Because we're doing the thing right now where we do the little zappy zap with the Shinobi sigil. That would significantly increase the proc rate of that. So I think that something I should look into. Get rid of those. Don't need that anymore. What's next? So we got Golem down. We could just move straight to Forgotten One if I really wanted to. But there's like a Terra knife that I'm kind of interested in making. So we need to do a lot of this stuff. That's for sure. So maybe I do that in the next episode, or maybe we just jump to Forgotten One.